Hello, everyone. It's Meg Walkthrough Master. And I am actually doing this mainly for my friend. He wanted to know how to make some good music online with a good software. It's not really software since you don't have to download anything. It's all internet. It's completely free. It's fun. I use it a lot. I've dropped a little bit down, but we're all good now. I'm going to continue on. Now, what you're going to do, say you've actually totally not touched this yet. Let's go, and you're going to go to a site called Audiotool.com. I've done a bunch of stuff on it. So, AUDIO tool.com. Go there. You learn about all the features, and there's this cool video. Probably, I don't know what it takes you to. And you're simply, in order to be able to save drafts, assuming you're not going to try to make a song all in one video. All in one, not all one video, all in one sit down, then you're probably going to want to create an account. Just username, email, confirm email, password, confirm password, then accept it, sign up, cool. Or, I'm not really sure if this works too well, but logging in with Facebook or Google works just as well. I'm going to go ahead and log in as my test account. I don't even know the password to my test account. There's the password to my test account. And immediately, if you're following people, you'll have this what's happening feed, and there'll actually be something interesting going on. Normally, nothing's interesting going on because you're just now starting up in this world. But if you're interested in what everyone is making on this website, there is a lot of stuff. It's all over here. Do I want me to save password? Screw you. There will be a popular list, a featured list, and a trending list. If you want some insight, the trending list really isn't interesting. It's just whatever's getting the most comments or random spikes of plays. Normally, it's a lot more interesting, but there used to be this bug which just gave people a lot of plays, so it would put random stuff that really isn't that good up in this trending list, so I don't call it a key thing to be in. Feature list, if you're featured, you're awesome. There's this great thing called Audiotool Tutorials. It's a cool account. I wouldn't call it a good beginner's tutorial place though, so stick to tutorials like mine, or there's a couple of others on YouTube that you can stick to. And well, and then the popular list. The popular list is what's popular for the week. Obviously there's some people. It's two people at the same time. There's a contest going on. I may join that. It's the basicness of that. Let's go down a little more on the site. There's partners. They have a couple of things. I'm not really sure. Podcast. Twitter. There's a Twitter post if you really care about Twitter. I don't. News. This news is normally pretty cool. They have a party/convention thing for users, but it's in freaking like Germany, whatever. Really fell behind. If you're watching this, follow me. Right here, right there, whatever. Get to it. Okay, let's actually get to this right now. Start. Do you create your account? I don't know, maybe set some preferences. How you get emails, your avatar thing, your picture. I don't know, maybe you want to connect it with the Facebook account or change stuff. Or you can add a description, like blah, spelled weird. And then it'll be like, cool, Of course, it's not going to do that right now because it hates me. When you're all good with that, click on Launch App. This window's going to pop up and do what you want. You're gonna say choose your entry point, and they have a couple of templates. These are pretty cool. I didn't really find any use of them. When I first got on the site, I literally just did the empty. Kind of boring doing anything else. And you're immediately going to get this this desktop. So for say, you can go ahead and close that by pressing that button right there. And we can just focus on this for a second. We'll get to everything on this page. And you'll probably actually go into instruments before you know. Or instruments or other various things. Alright, let's start with this. This is obviously by the words right under it, the master output. There's the volume. There's a limit. It literally tells you what level is coming out of your left and right, and then masters, it's everything coming through your middle board down here, which is, this is your mixing board. You can change the frequency of stuff, everything. You can change the volume of specific things, and you can pan it so that sound is only coming out of your right ear or it's coming out of your left ear. And that's really the main purpose of the thing. It's just your master board of coolness, and we will walk over that all we can. Okay, let's just look over our current desktop thing here. File, you can open stuff you've already done. You can save things, templates, edit properties, import samples, files or audio, or you can make your own samples from a different program or something and do that. Over here you have everything. Literally everything is how you create your stuff. Here's drums. There's 3 different types of drum machines. They all have their own cool stuff to it. We'll get into that later videos. Here's your synthesizers. There's 4 different kinds. Of course, we'll go into that later. Tools, there's splitters, mergers. There's your audio track, which plays samples, literally just plays them. It's a crossfader. You'll see those on stuff like DJ tables sometimes. There's another soundboard type thing. There you go. Scroll down. You have literally all your effects. For example, effects you may actually know what are is reverb. You may know flinger if you play, I don't know, some video game with it in it. And other cool things. And of course, this is all later in my videos of tutorials. And here we have our tracks. This is literally how you create note for note everything you want. This is where it'll appear, and this is where you mix it around and stuff. And that's about it for that so far. We'll get into that a little bit later. Here we got play, stop, record, repeat. Actually don't know what that does. That's your beats per minute. We'll talk about beats per minute in a little bit. Over here, you click this, it's a sample library. And you can use great things about the sample library. I would say an example of a sample would be like, let's just do just this one. There you go. That's a sample of one of their samples. And A lot of people on the site like to use samples to start with their songs, but I find that a very slow way to learn, and I would just go straight into tutorials, and you could make your original stuff really quickly. Here's all samples galore. That would just be normal, just samples that you could literally just have repeat. These are one shots. And for example, one shot would be like a snare, a single snare, for example, that, and or a kick, like a drum kick. And that's about all I can tell you about that right now. We'll get into one-shot samples a little later. Over here we have tools. This is where you can take an MIDI thing, such as a keyboard that you can hook up to your computer, and you can play it directly through the keyboard, and it'll translate into notes down here. And that's about all I can tell you. That is just like, I don't actually know what you do with that. I've never actually used this for anything. And maybe a little list of everything you've done. You could be able to undo specific things instead of having to go back really far. Just undo, 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 undo. But that's about it. So there's your basic setup for this site. And on the next video, we will start up with, we'll go for drum tutorial. We'll give you a little bit of a drum tutorial. And let's talk then. Till next time, guys.